Hey guys, today I have for your review of the SEMAPO NJPC in AOR1. Alright, so the JPC was originally designed by Crye Precision. It was meant as a lightweight carrier that was meant to just be used, abused, and disposed of. It was relatively cheap to manufacture and offered lightweight capabilities and characteristics that operators in the field were looking for. So Crye came to the rescue really and designed this guy. This version, this is the NJPC. It's the Navy version of the JPC, which stands for Jumpable Plate Carrier. It was designed really for the SEALs or NSW, Devgru, kind of those units. Basically, they were in correspondence with Crye in terms of what they wanted to see in the carrier, and Crye made those adjustments for them. The actual carrier from Crye Precision is not available to the public. If you have some buddies, I guess, in the service, you can get one through them, but they do go for a pretty penny on eBay. If you can source one, that is. Alright, so SEMAPO, they kind of wanted to fill the void there, and they made this replica. It's a phenomenal replica. I'm just going to get right off the bat and say that. But anyway, I'll get into the basics here in terms of what's the difference between the normal JPC and the NJPC. Really, the only difference that you're going to find on this versus the normal JPC are going to be these front flaps. On the standard JPC, there are no flap systems here, and you have basically a bungee retention system on the three mag insert, or not insert, just the three mags that can occupy the front pouch here. So what they did in modifying this, they removed this top roll of Molly, and they added Velcro for the Velcro on the flaps. What this did, it created a more secure platform. Guys didn't like the idea of using the bungee retention system, so they went with the Velcro on a flap. One cool feature about these flaps that Crye is kind of known for, at least in their pouches, is that on this bottom section of the flaps, Crye has a little inner sort of tubing or webbing, a little piece of plastic there, and that's just for better retention, or not retention, better ability to just grab this in a high stress environment. So that's a cool feature. SEMAPO, they replicated it to a T. They included that in this, which is really cool. This pattern, this is AOR1. Again, this is not generally available to the public. You can find it on eBay nowadays fairly readily, but again, it's going to cost you a little bit more because it is an NSW restricted item or camouflage. Alright, so the plate bags on this, what you're seeing here, this brown material, this is actually a four-way stretch. It's the same material that's used on the shoulder pads of the NJPC. What this allows, it allows a weight reduction for the plate carrier itself, and then it also allows for a little bit more adjustability in terms of plate sizes. The elastic material will squeeze down on the plates, and it helps with shifting of the plates internally inside of the plate bags themselves. Right here, you'll see this mesh material. This is actually in the front and the rear of the plate bag. What this does, it helps with breathability for the plate carrier, and then it's a little bit padded. Because of the nature of the plates and how they're shaped and the hard edge on them, normally they will try and either dig into your back or your sternum. This padding will help with that a little bit, so that's why it's there. Alright, so the SEMAPO NJPC, it's made from the same materials that the Crye Precision is made out of. It utilizes 500 denier Cordura, so it's going to be a little bit lighter than, say, 1,000 denier would be, but more resilient than the 330D. That Crye Precision came out with in terms of pouches and stuff like that. Moving up to the shoulder pads, or the shoulder region, this is Hypalon. It's the exact same material that Crye uses on their shoulder pieces. This is a little bit thinner, I believe, than the real Cry Precision is, but it's not going to tear or break on you at all. It's extremely resilient, and unless you cut it with some scissors or something, you're good to go. On each of the shoulder pads, you have an elastic material, and that's going to help with adjustment. You can adjust these shoulder straps you can cinch them down, make them longer, depending on how big your chest size is, etc., or how broad your shoulders are, rather. Like on most plate carriers nowadays, the shoulder pads, they do have comms routing tubes. Right now I currently just have a hydration tube running through mine, but you can run hydration tubes, comms, wiring, anything you really need. Up front in the insert, you can hold 3 AR magazines. That's nice, again, and you also have MOLLE up front here for attaching additional pouches, whether it's AR pouches, pistol magazine pouches, 40mm pouches, anything you really can dream of, you can mount on here. The Cummerbund system, it's a 3-band skeletal Cummerbund. So what that does, it reduces weight. It also allows for heat dissipation, which is nice, especially nowadays overseas in Afghanistan and those places where it can get fairly warm or hot during the day. Very cool feature about this is because it's a 3-band instead of having fabric on the inside. What this does, it allows 2 insertion points really for your webbing on your pouches. So you can mount a pouch externally or facing externally, or you can also mount one on the inside of the band as well. So that way you can kind of maintain a slimmer profile or something that's not really going to snag on anything, depending on what your operation or whatever it is that you're doing at the time. All right, in terms of donning and doffing the plate carrier, it's going to be the same system as most plate carriers nowadays. Up front, you have this Velcro flap, and then you have 2 Velcro flaps on the actual Cummerbund itself. And that's going to secure it. On the back, you have an adjustment feature including shock cord. You can adjust that, take it out, extend the Cummerbund however you want in case you need a little bit more room in the waist area. So up here at the top of the plate carrier, you have an internal admin pouch. It's a great feature in my opinion. Inside of that, you can store papers, maps, anything you may need for whatever you may be doing. And then also inside of that, you do have elastic retention loops for whatever you want, a flashlight, pens, batteries, anything really. One thing to note, if you're a smaller guy, the SEMAPO NJPC is currently sized for a large plate. Right now I have kind of medium or small Team Wendy training plates. They are a little bit loose, as you can see here. There's a little bit of extra material on the top, but they do work. You can fit a smaller plate in it, but it is ideally sized for a large plate. If you guys are looking for a plate carrier, I would definitely check out SEMAPO, whether it's this one or any of their other carriers for that matter. They make a fantastic product. I would honestly trust them beyond airsoft. But if you're looking to do kind of a Devgru or an NSW inspired seal kit, this is a great plate carrier for it. It's relatively inexpensive, and for the quality you're getting, it's an unbelievable deal. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my Facebook page and my Instagram channel. Facebook's going to be Carvona Videos, and Instagram's going to be Carvona_videos. If you want to stay current with me and what I'm doing outside of this channel, I'm currently working for a business called Barracks 616. It's an indoor gun range and gun store. I'm doing sales work for them as well as being their media guy. So I post pictures of guns on their Facebook page, their Instagram page. I'll put links to all that in the description, and then I'll also be having some videos coming out hopefully soon on their YouTube channel, which hasn't really been started yet, but will be hopefully soon. So if you haven't already, like what I just said, do whatever you want. I'm not in charge of you, but thanks for watching, guys.